Hey, Bro Parents, this month we are going to be looking at games, especially in elementary kids church. We're going to be looking at how to use games to teach responsibility. Do you like board games? I have always loved board games. I loved them as a kid. I like to play games now with my kids. Now, when my kids were young, when you're just starting out with games, they're pretty simple. It's move this many spaces, climb up a ladder, slide down a chute. And as you get older, some of the games have complete booklets and you have to learn pages with rules. But they're really fun. It's really fun to play those games, but they're a bit more complicated. It's very much like life. When we're young, the rules are very simple. But as we get to adulthood, life becomes more complex and the rules change and we didn't even realize they were changing. We have to learn from a young age to take responsibility for the rules of life. That's what we're going to be looking at this month. We're going to look at Jesus and how Jesus gave us very simple rules to follow. So January 2021, we're going to help get kids discover more about responsibility, showing you can be trusted with what's expected of you. And when you look at Jesus, and like I said, he taught very simply. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'll try and make sure I get it on here. This is our verse of the month. Suppose you can be trusted with something very little, then you can also be trusted with something very large. This is what we're going to be working on this month. And in week 1, what we're going to be teaching at You at Home are going to be teaching Jesus's 2 simple rules for us. Were all about love, loving God and loving others. I have faith in you, parents. You can teach this. I'm going to read to you from the Psalms. You will also get this in your week 1 packet. It says this: the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. God is the author of creation, and God has entrusted us to care for it and cultivate it. We do that by taking responsibility. From the work we need to accomplish, to the people we meet, to the words that come out of our mouth, life is filled with moments where we can decide to reflect God's character, take responsibility, and use what we have wisely. When we follow through and do what needs to be done, we can point others to Jesus, the one who took ultimate responsibility for us and made it possible for us to be with God together. Now, how are we going to teach that this month? I've got some really neat ideas. I hope you like them too.